I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakak, Wadash. I want to give double honor to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers and sisters out there. And today's lesson is going to be about a dream I had about Michael Myers and Jacob's Trouble and the Purge Forever, all mixed together in one. Jacob's Trouble. It's like Jacob's Trouble and Purge Forever mixed together. Today's lesson. Reason why I got a picture of Michael Myers up here, because the dream is basically about him and a blonde-haired lady Edomite, and I forgot to add her to the thingy, but it's whatever. I have to scroll again and find it. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm gonna go into the dream and I'm gonna tell you about it and break it down with the scriptures. This ain't I done seen a lot more worse stuff than just I done seen people got their head chopped off on Instagram and stuff like this. This is just a dream lesson, so ain't no need for some of you Jays getting all butthurt about a damn picture, Alright, this is the dream lesson, or the dream. Alright, so what happened was, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was with my cousin, and we had went to GameStop, and we looked around and stuff in there, and we noticed that it was a new world order type thing going on in there. Like, everything was new world orders, and y'all know what I'm talking about, that little fragment, that charagma, that fragment, you know what I'm talking about, for those of you that's in the know. Alright, so we was in there, we walked out, and we came back home, and I seen a boombox in the middle of the floor. I told my mom in a dream and my uncle, I was like, what's our boombox doing in the middle of the floor in the apartment hallway? So it was like she let the neighbors use it or whatever. So then this is when the dream starts. So what happened was, I came into my apartment, and I came into the living room, and I seen two family members of mine that I don't really talk to at all, not too much. Couldn't really put my hands on it, but I knew I was related to them. And I was like, don't y'all know, what are y'all doing? What y'all doing here, sitting here on y'all phones, or what are y'all doing just sitting here? Don't y'all know that it's Jacob's Trouble about to start? And then I was like, what is Jacob's Trouble? And me, first thing I did was I just left, because in those times, you don't have time to be playing shenanigans and games. So I just left. And as I left, I started walking for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I see Michael Myers and this Edomite lady on the this Edomite lady walking with him. And I seen it in my peripheral vision. I was like, I was like, what the fuck? So I kept on walking, and I noticed that they were after me. Like, they were really trying to come after me. And their mission was to either capture me or kill me, but they were leaning more towards trying to kill me, because in these times we're coming into, they're gonna want to kill the men of the Lord. So I started running and stuff like that, and and what happened was next, I was looking for an image, but I can't find it. What happened was I started running, and I went to this big white house with it was a big white house with a garage, and I was in there for a bit exploring and whatnot, looking around, trying to hide, trying to take cover. But I thought to myself, I was like, this is not a good idea, because in horror movies, if you one person by yourself and there's two people after you trying to kill you, what do you look like sitting in a damn big ass house? You look like a sitting duck in a big ass house, because you're only one person. So I ran out of there with the quickness. I ran down the street. They didn't know where I went. They lost me where I went. So they went up the street, then turned right or turned left. I went back up the street and turned right. And I lost them for a bit. I shook them off. So after that, I went into this log cabin, and the door was already unlocked. And I was like, okay, somebody's already either been in here or is in here right now, you know. And in Jacob's Trouble, we can't be we can't be ignorant of anything small or great that could cost you your ass, right? So I already knew I was preparing that either something come out or something happen. So I went in there. The door was unlocked. I went in there, the wooden cabin, the log cabin. I went in there, and I seen a classmate, a girl I used to go to school with, and she had a baby. And then I was like, "What are you doing in here?" And then she was like, "I was just hiding because, you know, the police don't." She said the police wasn't active no more. You know, in the end times, the police ain't gonna do nothing for you no more. They're gonna be deactivated. All right. And then I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Don't you know what time it is?" And then she was like, "No, what time is it?" I was like, "It's Jacob's Trouble. You know, Jacob's Trouble mixed with the Purge forever." All right. Then after that, we got all excited and shit. And we got all excited and shit, and we started talking really loud. And what happened was, we got all excited and shit, and we started talking real loud. And we were standing on the staircase talking, and Michael Myers and the blonde-haired Edomite lady, they heard us, but they didn't know exactly where we were at. And how I spotted Michael was he walked by the downstairs window or the staircase window, and I seen the back of his head, which was, you know, he got orange hair. And I was like, oh shit. So after that, I was like, by the way, when I came here, I had Michael Myers and the Edomite lady follow me here. Then I was like, she was like, for real on this? I was like, yeah. So next was, here's the interesting part. What next was, I was like, lean against the wall. And I told her, both of them lean against the wall. And we leaned against the wall. And I used invisible. I used spiritual power and used invisible to turn myself invisible. So, you know, Michael Myers wouldn't find me. And when he walked by me, I felt a heavy countenance. Like, I knew evil was present, you know. So basically after that, I told her when the coast is clear, on 3, we need to break and make a run for it. So we counted to 3 and we broke for it and run for it. So we ran across this big green field. We hopped the fence, ran through some woods, ran through some water, like a river or a lake or some shit. And then we ran into this Purge Forever type tunnel. And we kept on running, and we had hellhounds and shit chasing us and whatnot. And, you know, after that, we climbed the ladder onto a bar floor, like a bartending floor or whatever. And that's where the dream stops. But, you know, hey, the times we're coming into, you know, it's going to get real ugly out here. And basically, the Michael Myers and the Edomite lady's attempt was trying to off me, you know, because they knew that I was an enemy of the state, you know, enemy to the society. So, you know, these higher ups, you know, they know what to do. You know, there's people out here that literally take medicine just so they won't go out here and murk somebody, you know. And I'm about to get into the scriptures. Alright, this is Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. And your young men shall see visions. And that was a dream or a vision, because they could actually happen, you know. You know, they hold, you know, how Edomites are, they're real crazy. Mom, somebody at the door. So like, hold on, I can't. Mom, somebody at the door. So I can't.
I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming.
So I can't, y'all. But what happened was, you know, the Lord pours out his flesh upon his spirit upon all flesh, you know, saying that all these things is gonna happen, you know. These FEMA troops and these higher ups, they have certain Edomites, just like these serial killers and these sociopaths. these psychopaths out there. You know, they got them locked away for a specific reason. You know, just so when the end times come, they can let them go and let them run rampant upon the earth. All right, this is Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So in that dream, my face was turned to paleness a bit. You know, I ain't expect to see no 7-foot ass nigga, you know, following down behind me, you know, in the dream. You know, I was a little shooken, but I wasn't scared to the point where, you know, I didn't know what to do. I knew what to do, but I was still shooken up a bit, you know. My face was turned to paleness, you know. This is, let me see. You know, and like I said, the average 2/3, they're not going to be able to handle what's going to come in the end times. They're gonna be having their hands on their loins like a woman, you know, scared to death. You know, it's gonna get real ugly out here. This is verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, hey, I was saved out of that. You know, the Lord gave me spiritual powers to turn invisible. You know, so Michael Myers wouldn't spot me. You know. This is back to verse 5. For this saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not peace. You know, this dream I had was straight fear, you know, and trembling, scary, evil. You know, it wasn't nothing peaceful. There's no police around. Nobody to really help. I had nobody but myself in that dream. Alright? I had nobody but myself. You know, so this is 2nd Esdras 16:40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to die. Alright. 2nd Esdras 16:40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to die battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Yeah, kind. So in that dream, I was basically moving around all over the place. I was walking and running the whole damn dream. Alright. As soon as I sit down somewhere, I'm right back up on my feet. You know, no rest. And pilgrims, they move upon the earth. They don't never stay in one spot. They're constantly moving. This is Matthew 17:20. And Yahushua said unto you, them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. So I had faith in that dream, and that's why I turned myself invisible. So this guy right here on the screen, you see Myers, so he wouldn't spot me, you know, and try to kill me off or whatever. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And the Edomite lady, I believe she was there just so she could seduce me or whatever, you know, or set me up, you know. And majority of these Jake men in the truth, you know, they love them some Edomite women, you know, and that's to each man their own, to each man its own. But hey, you gotta know when the time comes, you gotta know that they're gonna go back to their people, and you gonna have to fend for yourself, all right? Because the enemy, never trust thine enemy. She's an enemy, you know. She was trying to come off as peaceful or seductive or whatever, but she really set me up so I can fall into the hands of this Michael Myers right here. This is Psalms 86:14. O Yahweh, thy pride are risen against me, and the assemblies of the violent men have sought after my soul, and have not set thee before them. So the Lord didn't set me before them. You know, the Lord hid me from them, you know, because, you know, the white T-man, okay, he's a proud and violent man. You know, he thinks he got everything under control. He knows everything, you know. It goes back to Job 9:24. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 17:2, and this is really the point. For when an unrighteous man thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, Yeah, so pretty soon, everybody's gonna be shut up in their houses. The prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of the long night, laid their exile from the external providence. Yes, these lockdowns and all this stuff is coming down. Hey, it's coming down the pipeline. This is verse 3. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. Yes, when these times come, when these EMP attacks come, the EMP attack hits, it's completely pitch dark out here. Hey, y'all gonna be out here seeing strange apparitions, something to scare you damn near to death. Alright, it's gonna get crazy out here. Verse 4, for neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. Yeah, so these people gonna be out there like, what is that? What is that? Screaming. Out here, how Jake is. Jake is real scary. And we're spiritual people, so we know when something bad is about to happen. When we know something of a bad countenance is looking at us. Just like in my dream, I knew I was being looked at by Michael Myers, because when I turned around, I felt that bad presence. I felt it. We're spiritual people. This is Ecclesiastes 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lace on sore strokes. So when Michael Myers stabbed you, it's sore strokes. Those are sore strokes. That shit hurt. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. This is Revelation 14:20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out the winepress even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. So this can be a lot of blood out here, a lot of bloodshed. All right. This is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So the love of many is gonna wax cold out here. You think your best friend might not say you're in the truth. You think your best friend might not set you up for a damn ham sandwich or $10 in that time, which the dollar's gonna crash pretty soon. But you think your friend ain't gonna sell you out for like $10 on a damn Karagma chip, fragment. Alright, you think your best friend ain't gonna sell you out, or somebody in the world won't sell you out? Hey, you got another thing coming. This is Psalms 58:10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So on a righteous note, it's gonna be bloodshed everywhere, because in these times we coming into, we're gonna get rid of the damn wicked, This is Isaiah 59:7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. So, our people and the heathen nations, their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood, which is, kill the prophets, or just anybody innocent. But really, the only people that's, someone innocent is us. Try to shed it. Well, nobody really innocent or righteous, but you get what I'm saying. They thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction in their paths. This is Job 38:3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. So in these times we're coming into, we're gonna have to gird up like a man. Gird up our minds like a man, gird up like a man, period. This is 2 Esdras 15:3. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what was in the dream. Death, destruction, famine. Wasn't no police. All right. This is verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. This is verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord. Verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. This is verse 11. As a matter of fact, I'm going to skip down 2 verses, trying to get to the point. This is verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So he's talking about these people out here in these streets rioting, causing havoc, Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. It's a pretty sick. Hey, these times we're coming into, it's already bad enough that we can barely travel as it is now. So it's going to be much worse when the times actually come. Alright, this is verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And this is verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So all this hell that's going on right now, all this nonsense that's going on, hey, pretty soon it's gonna get much worse out here, and it's gonna be a damn no holds barred out here. All these dreams that brothers be getting and stuff. Me personally, I got a lot more dreams, but I don't really share them too much, not unless they're really on the end times. But I have a few dreams I didn't make a lesson on yet, but I wrote down in my notes. But hey, this dream basically was about, hey, they sent Michael Myers on the hunt. I was the prey. He was the predator. I'm the prey. And in that dream I got away from him. But hey, any of you brothers, that watch scary movies, this nigga's not no joke. He's not nobody to be, taken lightly. That's why I got away from him best way I could. And Lord helped me out in that dream. For real. But hey, with all that being said, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Hopefully this was an edifying dream lesson through the Spirit. Hopefully that this ties into Jacob's trouble and purge forever, and sociopaths and psychopaths. Cause hey, when the time comes, the white team, man, he's gonna release the damn he's gonna release this damn psychopaths and these people that's in these damn crazy ass places. They're damn psychopaths, serial killers. Hey, he's gonna let them all loose. All right. And half these niggas is on a damn island somewhere in a damn institute or whatever the hell you call it. But hey, with that being said, Shalom.